I thought, well, what could we do? Could we do something slightly different? And we were sitting back trying to decide what to do with that. And we were thinking, at first we were thinking, maybe hanging some pendant lights, like a cobalt blue or something like that, because we found this and we hung this in the window. This was just a regular window, and this was a stained glass thing of a peacock. Isn't that kind of cool? And then we tied that up to the header using just some wire and some of those swag hooks for the top. And so we thought, how else could we bring some more blue in here? And I thought, okay, that might be kind of nice. But the only problem with that is we watch the TV right here. Here's where we've got the couch and stuff. Do we really want a pendant light turned on at night while we're watching TV over here? Have this light kind of come down on you? Have the light kind of come down? It's almost in line with the TV. See where the edge of the TV is? Look. And so if the pendant light was there, are we ever going to turn that on? Probably never turn the pendant light on if we had something like that. Maybe it's just something there for looks and we never turn it on. Now here's the switch for that, the paddle switch. And what we decided to do was put these, instead of doing regular track lights, just doing something like this. And you know, they're just white and stuff. And I kind of wanted them to kind of blend up into the ceiling. And you know, when you come into the condo, it's not going to be overpowering or anything. It's just, hey, it's just there. And so on those, I'm going to decide later on, and I'll make a video of it too. I'm going to take this paddle switch out, and I'll probably put a dimmer light switch in there for these. And I'm not even quite sure if these lights will dim. Nowadays, everything is LED. See this? LED. And I was also looking to see if this came with the bulb. And see right here, you always got to look at stuff. See here, no bulbs required. That means the bulb that comes with it. Or I don't even know if there's a bulb. It might be a self-contained thing. And the little down along the edges, that might be where the light is. I'm not quite sure. Okay, but I have a feeling I can dim it. Now sometimes it'll say on here, if I wanted to read this enough, it'll probably say whether or not it's dimmable or not. Look at the light. It says manufacturer free. Light shines brighter and lasts up to 46 years. Are you kidding me? No bulbs required. Oh, look at that right there. Dimmable. Now sometimes you got to look at light fixtures because some LEDs you can dim, some other ones you cannot dim, believe it or not. Okay, so I think I'm set. I think I'm set to put those two up there. I don't think it's gonna look that bad. It's not gonna be overbearing. And see, I'm not even quite sure why they put track lights there, other than the fact that this one you can kind of shine it over kind of towards the corner. Granted, we can't really put a picture there. Momi bought this on our travels. She liked that. And she's from Hawaii. And her son said, hey, Mom, that kind of looks like you. And that's a queen of, I forget her name. And anyway, she decided she wanted to hang it there. So isn't that going to be perfect for this light to angle down on it? And then if I don't want it as bright, then I can dim it. And that's why I want to put the dimmable light dimmer switch in right over there. Okay, so if you want to watch that, that's going to be my project coming up. Now these light fixtures, they're like $35 each just for one. Yeah, for one. And they happen to be from Hampton Bay. They're probably not going to take me very long to install them. Do you need to be an electrician? No, heavens forbid. All you have to do is turn your light switch off. If you turn your light switch off, there's not going to be any power up there. There shouldn't be. I've also got a tester, and I'll do the due diligence and test it out. Now some people poo-poo the fact that, hey, you don't want to just turn off a light switch. You want to turn that on, make sure you got power up there, and then turn the breaker off. Lots of people like to turn the actual breaker off, because when you turn a light switch off, it actually turns the power wire off, the black wire, not the neutral wire, apparently. Now, I've never had a problem getting shocked touching the white wire or anything, but maybe if you touch the white wire and a ground wire, or the white wire in a metal box, could you get shocked? I don't know. I don't know for the fact. If you happen to know that, you can send me a comment and let me know, okay? But I've always just turned off the light switches. So if you want to go one step further, turn the actual breaker off. Now, I wasn't going to tell you about this part, but speaking of light pendants, we were thinking about putting one there and over there where those light fixture junction boxes are. That's where the track lighting used to be. And we're not going to do that. As you know, we're going to install these. Okay? I'm going to install that. You don't need a track with a head that you screw onto the track, that you click onto the track. This is all one, because the junction box is in the ceiling there. Then you can swivel this head however you want. But speaking of pendant lights, well, we were looking at this, and they just happen to have some can lights above this little bar area where this counter is for the kitchen, and that is controlled by a light switch here. Yeah, see, and they actually did us one favor. They put it on a dimmer switch, and that's for those two lights there. Wouldn't it be nice if I could figure out how to put pendant lights there? And did you know you can retrofit an eyeball can light, whether or not it's a 4-inch, I think these are 6-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch, or 6-inch. You should be able to take all that out, go down to the store, and get a different type of trim cover that then you can hook up to a pendant light. And I'm going to look at that another time and see if we can't do something like that. That might be kind of nice, don't you think? Having it above this bar area, have these pendant lights come down maybe to eye level or something, and have some blue ones there, or one higher than the other, or the same height, or kind of a red color, maybe kind of like that color, to bring some more color in here. A red, kind of the same color as this stained glass, you know, this red, or a blue, like the cobalt blue. I think we're going to look at that some other time. But there's another idea for you when you're talking pendant lights. All right, Joe, let's get on with it. I'm getting ready to install these light fixtures, Hampton Bay directional track fixture. It's not a track light. It's to replace a track light. It's to replace the actual track. You take the whole track down if you want to do something different. Put this up over the junction box, and then it's a head that swivels right off of that base. I didn't even know they had those until I went to the Home Depot and looked. Sure enough, they had them. And so that's what I'm going to do. But before I do that, I had these things out. What is this? Heavy duty felt pads. And I thought I had more than that, but I'm going to cut those. We just purchased this little swivelable chair here. I have a feeling this little cat here has got other ideas for this. She's probably going to make it like her scratching pole. Look what she did to this armoire. Can you believe that? We brought that over here, and to try to discourage her from using any of the furniture. Well, she started ripping up this brand new piece of furniture, and it's not as bad, mind you. It's just got a few marks. Let's just show you here. This was like one day. See? And she's done that to the side over here. So I thought, I'm going to fix you. We'll put the blanket down here like that. And we do stuff like that. But I have a feeling she's going to do the same thing to that. But hey, Mommy wanted it for now. And so before I start working on these track lights, I'm going to see if I can't put some felt pads on here, because the last thing you want is to start dragging furniture around and stuff, especially on a floor like this. This happens to be a, oh, what do you call it? A vinyl flooring, and it's strips, you know. It comes in strips and it clicks all together.